Hey guys, welcome
Hi.
to Beyond the Brush. Hi Bianca.
Hi,
Welcome
Leah.
to Beyond. Welcome
We're
to
giddy
Beyond the
today.
Brush Live. Yeah, I'm excited to paint. Super excited to paint. Well, we're gonna paint today. So,
Yeah.
what's your project, Bianca? Let's see your project.
I have this going on. So here, I'll move it. I actually started this, prepped it, and got a base coat on it weeks ago. And it's just been sitting here. So that worked out for me when Leah and I were like, what are we going to do this week? Let's paint. I said, oh, awesome. Because I don't have to actually prep anything.
I hear that. Yeah, that's nice. Do you have any color plans?
No. So, yeah, purple.
Purple.
I'm in the purple zone. Like, you guys, if everything is purple right now, just deal with it, okay? Anyway,
I love it.
I pulled these I love hues off the off the shelf. And let's see what happens.
Oh, I'm excited.
What are you working on?
I'm using I Love Hue too. You guys, if you don't know, Bianca and I just left a long-term relationship and we're able to use any products we want now. And I Love Hue sent us both paint this week. So we're super excited to use it. I'm working on a coffee table. I worked on this yesterday and I'm going to tell you guys what, for years, I feel like okay, I got to start a new piece. I'm like, you know what? We're just going to keep working with what we got because then you get a full tutorial too, right? So I'm going to work on this coffee table. Let me know if you guys can't see it. But we worked, if you guys want to know how I did the legs and stuff, I kind of got like this multi-tone going. I did it live yesterday. So you could catch that on my page. But I am using I Love Hue too. And I have, this is called Huck and Fin on the top. And then I have Sangria right here. And then I'm going to do the same layered, watery, washed look with the coral or cosmopolitan and darling yellow right here. So these are the colors I'm using. And the transfer I have on hand is redesigned with Prima. And I'm going to actually, I think I might actually lay this on here today. But this is one of my favorite transfers that they have.
I love that transfer.
Yeah, I love this one.
Lord.
This is one of the ones I saved. I'm like,
wait, is that a CC transfer?
No, this was actually so this was the last release that I did with them before. I'm working with them again.
Older. So good for you.
It's about a year old. Yeah, so I saved it. I saved it close to my heart.
I have a couple that I saved too that I bought. I actually have products that I bought that I was not allowed to use, but I bought them. I don't know why. Like maybe I knew this day would come that I would be able to just use freely. So I don't know. I'm toying with the idea. I love this one by Prima. I bought this. Oh gosh, we were in the thick of COVID, so it's I don't know. It's purple, but it's so pretty. You can see it like on a piece right there.
Oh wow.
I don't know. So I might put it here. We'll see. I might not. I'm not sure. That's the beauty of this. Let's just see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's this table. This is a funny table because I bought it at this. I'm going to position this while I talk, but I bought it at the Restore that I shop at a lot, and my dad was with me, and he's like, "That's so ugly. I can't believe you're buying that."
Oh,
and then I had it sitting up here, and my husband's like, "That's the ugliest table ever." I'm like, "It's gonna be good." And it is. I really like this table a lot. It's straight lines. They don't know. Men don't know. Men should not have, I'm going to just say it. They should not have any say-so in home decor design. And if your husband has say-so in your home decor, I can usually tell. I'm bad.
Ooh.
Can you? I can tell.
Yeah, I guess the rest of my house compared to my husband's man cave is a drastic difference. And yeah, his taste is anyway. I don't even know what to say.
Did I open it? Well, worms?
Not really, because it's contained to his man cave.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Kurt lets me do whatever I want, so it's
yeah, so does mine. So anyway, happy wife, happy life, right? Let's say
That's
hi
right.
to some of our viewers. Let's say hi before I step away from this computer. We have Gail. Hey, Gail.
Hi,
Gail. Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Jan. Facebook user. Hello. I'm not sure why it's coming through like that, but we acknowledge your existence.
That's
hi.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, Mary's headed to Painted Tree after lunch.
Oh,
very
nice.
cool. Mary, wave to my cameras when you get it.
Hello.
Let's see. A lot of hellos. Hi, Deborah. Deborah Butcher Design. Deborah, I'm not sure if I said that right, but she's in Surprise, Arizona, which is about 25 minutes away from me. She's got a lot of good there at her shop. All right, so lots of hellos. Hello, everyone. Okay, so you guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments as we go. I'm just going to start painting this. This is exactly what happened last time we painted live. I just started painting something, had no idea what I was going to do, where I was going to go, and I ended up with something that was just beautiful. So let's see if I can make that happen again.
I'm going to lay my transfer. I'm going to think about where I'm going to put my transfer. Because I have quite a large, I have the perfect space for a transfer. So I'm thinking I might actually put this transfer on and then finish painting it.
That looks really good. I love the color combination that you have going on there. That transfer is so pretty.
I love this transfer. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, you guys, if you don't mind.
I say go for it. I used my Aprima transfer yesterday. I think it might be one of the newer ones. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I have a piece that I'll show everyone when I'm done with it. But I was like, oh my gosh, how I've missed these.
I know. You know what? They are my favorite transfers. They're my favorite transfers on the market. They've been for a long time. They're good quality and good designs. And they have these
the designs, right?
Yeah, and they have the lines that make it really easy to match everything
up. Oh, I wish I kept the tube, but the way that it was cut. Wait a minute, I have it right here. It's in the garbage. I just went through my garbage. It was this one. So anyway,
I have that one coming.
And the way that the design was cut, it's not like a straight line for the sheets. I don't know if you guys can see that, and I don't know that's new since I've used Aprima transfer, and you can kind of see, where's my nail right there, like where it's cut. And so instead of it being a straight cut for the 3 sheets, they actually cut around the design, which made it easier to lay. Like in the halo, you can't even tell. I don't know. I put it on. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Yeah.
Well, that's one of those things. Like since I've noticed that too. Like they keep improving. Their transfer game. This is making it really easy to cut this extra strip.
I'm going to be excited to get some IOD up in here because I really like IOD designs. Gosh, they're just so sophisticated. The way that their designs are created, and it's right up my alley. So
I agree. IOD definitely has. They're so funny too. If you watch like their Instagram,
I love their videos.
I do too.
Yeah, they are very funny. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait to. And you know what's funny? So I haven't really gone live a whole lot. Painting. We've done it on the show, but I haven't really gone live. I feel this itch to start going live again.
Me too.
Like, were you just bored, or I don't know, like because everything is new and an adventure right now, I'm excited to
I was scared.
Do it live.
Yeah, exactly. I know, and I feel like a new sense of freedom going live where I'm like,
yes.
I'm definitely inspired
to
go live where it's definitely a new feeling.
Yes. And we don't have to be careful about what we say or do, or, who we feature, what paint line everybody's using. Leah and I don't care about any of that.
Yeah, I know. It feels weird to like even say it, but it's like, it's nice. It's really nice. And I'm looking forward to like, like, I'm not saying the paint we used to use was bad, because it wasn't. Like, I didn't just recommend it to you for 4 years because it was, bad stuff. Like, but I think it's important to be able to grow and to be able to give people other options. Like, that's what I'm excited. I'm really excited about giving people other options and telling you that you can use different brands together.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I get that question all the time. Can I use I Love Hue paint with mud paint, or can I use this brand? Yeah, you can. You should definitely. Like, I think of it like having a makeup drawer. Like, you don't just have Mary Kay makeup in your drawer. You probably have Mary Kay, you probably have Maybelline, you have Sephora, you have all the brands, right?
All the stuff, right?
Painting's the same way.
I'm in agreement. I'll have a piece coming out whenever I, finish it. Anyway, and it's like Annie Sloan, because I just happen to have this one thing of Annie Sloan that I bought forever ago, because I just wanted to try it, just so I could try something different and learn. Part of it is it's learning, right? And so I bought it, but I never used it. So I did. I used it on this piece, and then I used enamel. So, I mean, I remember back in the day, I would mix. I would actually blend different brands together and different types of paint. So I'd have like enamel, chalk, and like, I don't know, metallic, whatever that is, acrylic based or whatever. By the way, okay, side note, before I even continue, I'm liking how this lays this I Love Hue and a grunge in my style.
Yeah.
I know you guys probably can't see it yet. Let me keep going, but it's super grungy.
It's thinner. It's like a thin consistency, which really works well with the layered style I like to do. It really complemented that.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like it's a really silky fit, like it's a thinner consistency than what I'm used to.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I noticed that the Annie Sloan was super duper freaking thick. Oh my gosh. And I have carpal tunnel. And I don't know, I'm wondering about some of my joints and my fingers too. Anyways, I was stirring it for so long and just my hand was killing me. This didn't require that, so I'm liking that.
Oh my God, this transfer's coming off so nice.
Oh, it's so pretty. Cheryl says, I told you it's an awesome grunge paint. You're so right, Cheryl. Yes. Oh, I'm having so much fun. So Janet says, girl, I just love you and love seeing you jump outside that box and playing with all the things. It's so inspiring. Gail wants to know if I'm using paint or is that wax? I am using paint. I'm using I Love Hue paints. Kelly says, I Love Hue plays well with other brands. Derek Carlton says, hello. I hope you weren't here during the first part, Derek.
Sorry, I went on I won't even say what I said. Kurt's going to watch this and be like, Leah, you suck.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Aviant says, I love how IOD makes some of their transfers flat. I noticed that. It's been so long since I've used an IOD transfer, but when I was looking on the website, because I'm going to get some, they're flat now, right? And then they're packaged in like a square, and maybe you get 8 sheets or something, but they're flat. They're not rolled up in a tube. Am I correct? Because I was like, oh, I like that if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yes, Jan says, I would love to see you use the IOD paint transfers. Yeah, me too. Wilfred says, hi to both of us.
Hello.
Let's see. Anything pressing before I keep going here? Derek says, well, I'll have to listen to the replay now.
Derek, you're probably an exception because you follow my page.
Oh, no, honey. Don't backpedal. Don't backpedal. No. Okay, Allianz. Yes, that is correct. Good morning, Nature. Nature is from Beauty for Ashes Design Studio. Nature, did you have fun at, was it Junk in the Trunk?
Yeah,
with
that
Cece,
awesome.
right?
Yeah.
And then Shannon says the paint inlays are so much fun. Okay, let me continue on here. Okay, this already looks really good. I'll really be able to tell how this paint works with a grunge look when I seal it with top coat.
Yeah, I'm curious about the top coat too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because the top coat sometimes can pull colors that are like underneath through, and sometimes can actually muddy it up if you overblend. So I'll be curious to see how it works. All right. I used the wrong brush. That's okay. All right, here we go. We're grunging.
If you guys haven't had this tool, this thing's awesome. The redesign plastic tool.
Is that yours from like forever ago? Because I still have mine.
Yeah, I've never stopped using it.
I need a new one.
I do like the stick too. And sometimes I really like, my favorite tool that I use more than this is the little plastic ones that come in the IOD. With the IOD, I like those way better than the woods because I break the wood ones all the time. And the wood ones also will leave like a stain residue. If you like rub it, like, you know, like if you rub it over here off the plastic, I mean, the stain will rub off.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. Yeah, I am loving this paint. Ooh-wee!
Oh, that's pretty.
Kelly, I don't know if you catch this at all. Kelly owns I Love Hue, but you and I are going to have a conversation because this is a lot of fun.
I Love Hue she's an Indiana girl. They're Indiana owned and operated. So that means you should come visit me and we'll go visit her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. This color is beautiful. You had what?
Years ago, we had this event called Indiana Furniture Painters Unite, and Kelly and Cece, I think Cece hosted it. Kelly was there. I don't know. I want to say that the other Kelly was there too. She's big into I Love Hue. I think our Second Street Designs. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, that's where I met Kelly for the first time. Was there, and she's owned and operated in Indiana. Yeah. So we got some Midwest girls up here. And come to find out too, like Wise Owl is owned and operated in Michigan. So we got all of our it just feels cool because I feel like the furniture painting industry has been so like, there's just been a lot. I feel like it was more of like a Southern based industry. Like everything happened in the South or in California or, you know, like, or Texas. And so it's really nice to know that some of these companies are from like my neck of the woods.
Yeah. So Paint Pixie is in Sedona, which is here in Arizona with me, and maybe 2 hours north. And so that was exciting because I'm like, oh, you know, somebody that's here in my neck of the woods, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Josie, I've met her several times. She's a really kind person.
Yeah, she seemed kind in our conversation. So,
and she knows what's up because she was a faux finisher for, 20 plus years. And then her husband, her husband is, I forgot exactly what he does, but he's very knowledgeable in, like just the painting industry as well. And so they're a dynamic duo, those two.
Well, I am excited to try some Paint Pixie. We're going to try all the things.
We are.
That looks so good. I love that combination.
I do too. I knew this was going to be awesome. So what I did was I lined up the line here because it's a 6-piece transfer. So I lined it up right here. And then what I'll do is I'll take some of these scraps from the last time I did it and I'll just kind of fill in this gap over here because there might be like a little bit of an obvious gap since it's lined up perfectly over there. So I'm going to line it up again.
You go, girl. Do your thing. So Susan says Paint Pixie is gorgeous. Susan also says Josie is a sweetheart. Hi, Renee. Susan says, so good to have Midwest influences now. Kelly Schooler is 40 minutes from Kelly.
Yeah, that's Kelly. Kelly, what's your business name?
Spring Street Design.
Spring Streets. I knew that. Okay. That's what I was trying to say.
Lisa, Kelly Schooler, are we so happy dancing out here or what?
Happy dancing.
Yeah. I'm all for a good happy dance.
That's right. Do our happy dance.
Lisa says, I'll love the rusty patina you can create with I Love Hue. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I always create patina effects with paint, not patina products. So that'll be exciting. Where is it? Oh, this new color, I Love Hue. I immediately, when I got this, thought, ooh, rust. It's called Clay Pots.
Oh, that's pretty. I don't think I got that one.
It's a new one. And Stacy Darling chose it. So, it's going to be near and dear to my heart because I love me some Stacy.
I know. I love Stacy too. I love all the colors they sent. They're so pretty, and they're vibrant.
It feels good.
And I love Kelly said too, she goes, feel free to use them with other brands. And I'm like, I love you already.
Right. I feel like I need, what can I add to this? I have like a million colors going on right now. Actually, I have all these lids open, so I'm gonna be excited to see how they dry, like in the lids. There's so much to learn with new paints.
There is. But you know what? I haven't found it to be difficult. That's the thing. I have not found it to be hard so far.
Yeah.
Everything I've used, I've been like, okay, cool. This has this advantage. Okay. It doesn't, or it's a little bit thicker, or it's a little bit thinner. And I've just been able to really work with it for it's like what's good in it. I haven't found anything I haven't liked yet.
I feel like this is reminding me of, what was that piece or that course that you did years ago? Nebula?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, it is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm channeling that right now.
It reminds me more of the piece that you and I did together.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I still love that piece.
I know, I do too.
My friend came over and she helped me redo my garage area here. And anyway, she she squealed when she saw that piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have a piece in my living room that my buffet that's like kind of serves as this purpose is yours to hold the TV, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite piece I've ever done. I love it. Not ever done, but it's one of my favorite pieces. I love it, and it's like I love having a piece in my home that I love looking at. Like, yeah, and that I feel like our job is to create that for our customers. But when you're able to create that in your own home, it's even more special because most of the time when you're looking at you know what I mean? Am I coming across the right way? Like sometimes it's like different when you're a furniture artist and you go through so many pieces. Like you're like, okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing special. But when you get that piece that you love, that you did, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so special. And I love it.
Yeah. I mean, especially when I was newer, I painted. I mean, when I first started, I painted like everything in my house. That's how I started. but that piece that we did is really the special one. Everything else that's, you know, in my house, I pretty much changed it out. I haven't been that attached. You know, it's cool and everything, but I hear you. Like, it's been how many? It's been maybe 2 years or so, Leah, maybe since you came.
It was the fall of 2020. It was right before I moved in this house.
Okay, so we'll say a year and a half ago then. Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still love it as if we just did it. So
yeah,
I think it's important.
I do too. You know, one day I'll have like a sale, and it'll, like, when I change my decor, and it'll be shop my house, and I'll sell all my furniture that is like in my house, and then I'll just start over. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be fun, because I have some of my best pieces I have kept for myself.
Oh yeah.
As you should. Those of you guys that are painting furniture, keep some of the best for yourself.
Yeah, there's a few that have gotten away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few that I've been like, you know, I shouldn't have sold that. But that's okay.
Yeah,
hi, Debbie.
the whole, I'll make another one, it's not the same.
Oh no. Do you find that actually is a nice thing, segue to something that I've often wondered, and you guys answer this too. Do you ever create something, but you're like afterwards, like, I don't even know how I did that, and you can't recreate what you've done? Me too.
Yeah. I could even give you examples of things that I've tried to recreate, and then you're like, and I'd use like all the same colors and everything, and then you're like, that's nothing like it.
Yeah, like it's just it. Yeah, absolutely.
I think the shape of the piece has a lot to do with it too. Like, furniture speaks to me, and I think that's why I struggle with canvas, because furniture, it's like you have the shapes.
Yeah,
you know,
the architecture. And
it's hard to replicate it on anything else. That's why I don't do custom work.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you there. Susan says, so Leah is working the top of that coffee table?
Uh-huh. Yes, I am.
That's going to be really pretty.
I figured Susan, I could put this on and then distress it I figured I could put it on and distress it if I needed to, or blend the paint into it.
Yeah, it'll be very pretty. Susan, we are both using I Love Hue paints for our projects. Billy says, "Hey, Billy. Billy's also here in Arizona with me.
Hello,
we
Billy.
Actually have we have a market here. You know, as far as furniture painters that are, you know, doing their thing. There's quite a few of us here. Billy's one. We have With Love Furniture, Ada Franco. Of course, we have Nature, Beauty to Ashes. There's a few of us, but Billy says almost every piece of my house is unfinished. I tend to paint any and every piece of furniture that comes in and then sell it, leaving me with new pieces that come in that are unfinished for my home. It's a hot mess in my house." So Billy, your homework is going to be to do something for Billy. Okay. That's your homework. You have to do something for yourself and keep it.
I get that though. I used to be like that too, where like it would just be the pieces that I would store inside my house, which I still do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to do that before I had off-site storage. I would actually just maybe use them or store them. Yeah, until I was. So Stephanie says, "I confess I only have one painted piece I kept for myself. The top was warped and it became my TV stand. I had several I hoped would not sell because I loved them so much, but they sold fast. And on to the next one. I do need to keep one or two for myself."
If you hope they don't sell, that is how you sell a piece of furniture. Just hope they don't sell. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
Or if I don't like a piece and I'm like, oh my God, Kurt, I hate this piece, I'm going to burn it. He's like, put it for sale. And the next thing you know, it sells right away.
Why is that? I've had pieces like the one that I just did. Actually, I haven't posted it yet, but I'm like, you know, it's okay. You know, it was just my first piece on my new adventure. I just had to paint something, you know. It's okay.
Yeah.
Watch it be the one that people are like, oh my God, I love it. You know, that's always how it works. It's the most bizarre thing.
I think it's because you don't have a lot of resistance built up about it.
Yeah,
you know, it's
maybe.
just kind of like, whatever. If I got to paint over this, I got to paint over it. Thank you for managing the comments, Bianca. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Because I can't see them. Bianca's a champ at doing it. You guys, we're also, just while we're here, we are always open to topic ideas. So we paint some weeks, but a lot of times we'll do topics within the furniture painting industry. And it's great because it's kind of like a little free coaching session for you guys. So if there's any topics, you know, we don't dive too deep, but if there's any topics that we could help you guys on, we would love to. So let us know either in the comments. You can send us a message on either one of our pages. We do have a Gmail. It's beyondthebrushlive@gmail.com. So anything that you guys like, or if you guys are like, we would love to see you both paint a piece, you know, purple together, or we would love to see you guys both use the same something. Let us know. Or if there's a brand you guys want us to both demo at the same time, we would love to do things like that. Right, Bianca?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. Like, I waited specifically to try this paint for this live. I wanted to do it live.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just do it behind the scenes. Now, there's many ways that could have went wrong because I could have opened it and been like, this is awful live on camera, which I knew it wouldn't be, by the way. But there's just something, my point in this is, you know, there's just something about doing it together with you guys. So yeah, if there's something that you want to see, that you'd like, you know, for us to do together, you know, with Leah and I, and also with you, let us know, because it's just better that way.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Wonder if I have a sheet. I know.
Nature
Well,
says,
I didn't line that up very well.
If I know you, which I feel I do, you're going to figure out a way to make it amazing regardless.
I'm going to just stress the crap out of it.
When in doubt, I've had a few
stress
pieces
it out.
Yeah, just stress it out. Nature says we need to do a neon piece together, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can y'all do a neon piece? Leah, you got the neon hookup. Bianca, I got you.
I don't have them yet. I don't know. They're supposed to be on their way.
I did pick this up from Nature. Nature is a Daydream Apothecary retailer in Painted Tree, Scottsdale. I'm not sure. You probably have it in your other locations, but anyway, I did pick this up. Also, I was not allowed to. Yes.
I haven't really used their products yet. I used like a quick little slide when I was with Anissa, but we didn't her and I, the last time we got together, we just had we were not working. It was just a fun trip. We were just pretty much drinking margaritas and enjoying life. But yeah, I'm excited to use it because I have used just a little bit of it before.
I haven't even opened mine, but yeah, that would be cool. So let's put that on our list, a neon piece. I love the neons. I remember when they first came out. You know what? During our exclusivity, that was the one thing that I really was like, oh,
I know.
I wanted to try so bad was the neon, and this is neon line with Daydream Apothecary. That was the one thing that I was ready to quit over.
Yeah.
Maybe not quit, but you know what I mean? Like, it was, I wanted to use them so bad. So I'm excited.
I know. I was the same way too, especially since Anissa is like my good friend. It was so hard not to be like, I'd love to, use your paint that you curated.
Yep. I felt that way about Stacy's, because Stacy and I have been good friends for years. I felt that way about Stacy's line in I Love Hue, the Renewed Spirit collection, you guys, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. She has 6 different colors with I Love Hue. And I felt the same. I was so proud of her. Like, look at you go. You have your own line within a line of colors that you curated, and I can't even try them. And so this is a really happy time, because I get to be.
It is.
When you get to be a part of your friends' journeys without restriction,
Mm-hmm.
Like I love the idea of supporting Stacy, and Anissa, because I fancy Anissa.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's okay.
She's all right.
She's all right.
Yeah. Right.
She's a cool chick.
Yeah, she is.
Most of the time. Yeah, no, I'm joking. She's always been a great friend. In fact,
I know. Don't you want to tell that certain stuff? They're like going back to Anissa,
I'm totally teasing. I'm totally teasing. Like when I resigned, I called her. I sent an email and I called her 20 seconds later.
Uh-huh.
That's how we roll.
Right.
And it's really nice to have a friend like that. It was one of those people too. It was one of my first friends online. And we just I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, okay, that chick is spray painting with a baby on her hip. Like I can totally vibe with her.
Right. I got in contact with her immediately because Bubblegum Yum.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited. Like I can barely even contain it right now. So there is I can't remember who the artist is. I apologize. Well, you guys will see it soon enough when I use it. But Bubblegum Yum, I immediately hit up Anissa because there's an Erykah Badu decoupage paper. And yeah, I love Erykah Badu. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Oh my gosh, you guys, like Erykah Badu is, I always say like she got me through my 20s as far as surviving my 20s, and I was a mess in my 20s. But Erykah Badu, I felt understood me.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Is it a singer?
An artist. Yes.
An artist. An artist? Or
I would
an artist?
A singer.
A singer. Okay.
Anyway, there's I can't wait to use it, but I'm looking for a piece because I'm going to keep it. Like that's how much I love this paper. I'm trying to find a piece that I can use it on so I can keep it in my home. I feel like I'll send you some music, Leah. Like the popular ones. See if you know who she is.
Yeah, send them over. I might know it.
Oh, okay. Where'd my bottle go? Here we go.
Sorry, guys. I cannot line this thing up to save my life today.
I'm jealous. I want that transfer.
I don't know if it's me or the transfer, or if I just have, it's a 6-sheet transfer. So there's a good chance that it repeats itself and I just don't have the right one, but I don't know.
Oh, Emily. Yeah. So Emily painted a mirror with I Love Hue and Anissa's neons, and it's still one of my favorites. It sold so fast. I'm sure it did, Emily, because that mirror was beautiful.
Oh, Emily, I saw that mirror. That mirror was awesome. That was like you really stepping out of your comfort zone too. Like Emily, you've grown so much over the past few months, just with your style has been amazing. I mean, you've always been good, but I guess when you see like an artist go from like what you're used to seeing them do to then something different, I love that. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
And that's what
Emily is like, Emily has had her creative freedom since December. And I just watched you blow up, and watching that journey just since December to now, there's just no comparison. Like, Emily, you are really stepping out and stepping up, and just, you understood the assignment, honey.
Yes. Yeah. And there's a lot to be said about that. It's been amazing.
She also says that she wants a paint off using Titty Pink.
Oh yeah. You guys, I'm gonna have a line. When whoever wants to create a paint line with me, just know that one of the colors will be called Titty Pink. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I'll never forget that. So backstory on that, you guys. A couple years ago, we did a live, a brand ambassador live with, I believe there was like maybe 9 or 10 of us at the time. And Leah, what did you do? Mix a custom color and said, I call it Titty Pink, and we all just fell out laughing.
Titty Pink, because it was so ugly. You guys like acted like you never heard that term before. I don't think you had, but
no, of course I've heard Titty Pink, but just to hear it live, I don't know. See, it's funny. Like, I guess I was like, "Are we allowed to say that?" And now I'm just like, "Titty, titty, titty."
Yeah. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah, I say what I want.
It just looks bad on us now. You knew the color, though. You all knew the color.
That's so funny. Yeah. It's like a muted bubblegum.
I'm
not a fan of bubblegum pink.
It's like Titty Pink. It's like a blush. A brown blush pink.
Billy likes it. It's the best color name ever. You know what, Leah?
What?
We should do that.
We should.
Just little tiny paints or whatever. Just.
And then Cece made me like a crayon set. Yeah,
it had Titty Pink too. It did. She sent it to me.
Titty Pink in it.
Oh, I died laughing. Some of the colors were. I'll have to find it. It's somewhere. I have like a special box. I'm pretty sure it's what it is.
Yeah, I have a special box too.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. She sent me some Post-its too that, like, you're doing a good effing job. And I don't know, it just felt so good. Every time I write on one of those Post-its, I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yep. She's in Indiana too. Like, she's got a store with all that kind of cool stuff. And she sent me, we have a follower named Lori, and Lori went down to see Cece. And then Cece, Lori lives right by me. And Cece actually sent a gift up with her for me. Yeah. And it had all that kind of stuff in it. Like creative MFer pencils. And I love shopping there for people who, I don't know, people like my father-in-law, who's like not politically correct at all, and it's fun to buy him like a box of crayons that like have Titty Pink in them, because it's just funny.
It is funny.
It's better than like a case of beer for Father's Day, right?
I don't know about that, unless he's not a beer drinker.
I guess they're always looking for a case of beer, right?
They're always looking for a case of beer. Yes.
I am too. All right, it's on. Now we're going to distress it. Well, we're not going to distress it yet because I have to match up some of my corners. So I have an uneven, it's a little bit uneven through here. And since if it was on a piece of furniture, I don't think it would matter. But since it's a tabletop, it is. So I am going to distress it. But I'm going to add a little bit of like some transfer pieces through here first.
It looks really good.
I like it. I wanted it to be more boho, but I didn't have anything boho to put on it.
I know, it's funny. So we went from having all the things to none of the things, which we were actually talking about before we came live. And as much as I loved that, there is something kind of exciting with having to do something with what you got. And, you know, for me, it's like, it feels like I'm back to my origins as far as I remember, you know, being newer and, you know, not having a whole lot, you know, I didn't really have brushes and different tools and different paint colors, et cetera, et cetera. But the things that I was able to create, you know, with having such a limited supply were amazing, you know, so getting back in touch with that person, I guess, is very cool. So I am not sure where I'm going to go from here on this. Let me set my brush down and.
Oh wow, that's really really pretty.
It needs like a little bit of softening and grunge, and I don't know, but I'm going to build off of this. So, Leah, what transfer are you using? Kathy wants to know. What's the transfer called?
Elegance and Flowers from Redesign with Prima. Elegance
and Flowers, Kathy. Nature, it's just you. Nature says, anyone else's nipples tingling?
That's what we do for you on this show.
I guess. Mine are fine. I love it. Nature, you're so much fun.
The titty pink color makes your nipples tingle.
Yeah, yeah.
Tingle and jingle.
The jingling nipple.
The jingle and nipple line. Inspired by Titty Pink.
Oh my goodness.
From Leah Noel Design Co.
Yeah.
Oh God. My daughter would be like, you are so cringe right now.
Yeah, mine too. I've been
she keeps me in check.
Mine could be just mean. I don't know. She hurt my feelings the other day. So I've been trying to just be more free in my stories and just, you know, just be myself when I'm, you know, in my social media. And I was doing something the other day and I don't know. I can't remember what she said, but I was like, your delivery, like, I hear you, but your delivery sucks, you know, just.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to step out and just trying to be me and just, you know, and yeah. So I had to check her. Yeah. But that's teenagers for you.
Yeah. I know. I got a lot more years of teenagers ahead of me with that one. She had a birthday and all she got was crop tops and she's 12. I'm like, you can't be wearing those. Like, I got to teach you how to style that. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to make it through. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I remember mine tried to leave the house and she tried to take out the trash. That's right. And she had this, I don't know, this piece of fabric on that barely, and she's like, I'm just taking out the trash. Oh my gosh, we got into such an argument. She wanted to challenge me. And I think she forgot who I am and who she is. And yep. It ended with me taking away her car and her walking to work. Fully clothed, walking to work.
Fully clothed. Yep.
Yep. And then a very humble apology from her later and all of that. But, you know,
Mom, I don't know. I want my car back.
Pretty much. Yep. How's walking to work in 110-degree weather? How's that working for you?
Not well, Mom.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I'm very lucky. She is a very good girl. That is like the one time I think that I've had to take away her car, and she's only been grounded a few times. So I'm very, very blessed. I am closing up these paints because I am going to step away and actually pick up a piece of furniture when we're done.
Oh, are you?
I might put my Erykah Badu on it, but I have to see. So let me check these comments.
Those days.
What, furniture? Buying furniture?
Picking up furniture. Yeah. I don't have any more room because I bought like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I bought 5 pieces since in 2 weeks. All right. I got a
3
transfer
storage
on.
units. That looks really good. You pulled it together.
Thank you. Yeah, it's what I wanted. I get to burnish it.
So Lourdes, Lourdes says girls are much harder than boys. Lourdes, let me tell you something, at least for Lourdes. My mom said the same thing. So I am the oldest of 7. And all that my sister heard from her for years growing up and well into adulthood was, my boys are so much easier. My boys are so much easier. Let me tell you something. It is her 2 girls out of 7. She has 5 boys. It's her 2 girls that have it together.
Yeah.
And have not gotten in trouble and, are just living life. So in a good way.
Yeah.
So my sister Jolie, if you're watching, yeah, we know.
It's hard. I have a girl, a boy, and a girl. And the oldest was just like, she was a little bit challenging in the teenager years, but she was just super duper 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 responsible. And then my son, he just is like, he's really good, but he's just like, doesn't have that responsibility thing for himself. And then Reagan, I'm just like, oh my God. Oh, I'm glad I only had one biological, because she is me, and I feel bad for my mom now. I'm like, I mean, she's a great kid, don't get me wrong, but she's giving me a run for my money. Yeah.
That whole sushi taco story. How'd she react to the, tell the viewers that story in like 2 sentences.
So my family has, intermediate families, 40 people. We were having a taco party for her birthday party, and she threw a fit because we weren't having a sushi party. A sushi party, a Japanese-inspired sushi party. So then the next day I went to the store to buy her a cake, and I found a taco cake, and I bought it, and we had a taco cake. Yep.
So how did she react to that?
She laughed. She was like, oh my God.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. At least she lightened up for that instead of, Mom.
You know what? She's getting older. And so like her birthday's always been a really big deal. And we've done a lot and had a lot of presents and a lot of parties and a lot of bigness to it. Well, as you get older, things get more expensive. Your taste gets more expensive. You have more friends, and it's gotten smaller. So I think she was a little disappointed this year, even though it's like I did everything I could to like make it super special and everything, but it's like you're getting older. We're not doing as much for your birthday. Maybe that's my mindset's wrong, but I just can't keep up with it all. She just wants everything.
So Nature says, I have 4 boys in the house. I take their smells, broken bones, and dirty jokes 100 times over the attitude my daughter can give. I only had one child, which is my daughter, who's 18. I do have 2 stepdaughters who are, actually one is having a birthday today. Yay. They're 12 and 14. And girls.
Are you having sushi for her?
No. I don't know I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening yet. But I always thought that I would have been a better boy mom, because I am that mom that's like, if you fall and get hurt, I'm like, are you bleeding? No, you're fine.
Yeah. Right.
I've always been that way. I don't know, but maybe that's just because I, am the oldest of 7 and my patience is this much. And that's probably why I only had one child too. Cause my poor mother at this point has something like 13 grandbabies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And like, I'm sure she'll have more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's weird too, because my older sister, like my youngest is 12. Obviously, like I had a little bit of a head start because of, Kurt already had 2 kids, but my youngest kid is 12 years old. And my older sister, who's 3 years older than me, just had a baby. He's 1 year old.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So, I'm all about like, I think you should have kids when you're 20, because you have energy to have them. I just think it was easier. It's like, you don't know any better. Like, you're not going, you're not going out to the club because you have a kid, and then you don't miss it because you never had that experience anyway. You know what I mean?
I had mine young. I mean, the wonderful thing, like all my friends now, like they got small kids, and I've just never been a patient person, but I don't know. It's kind of hard because the people that had their kids later and didn't have them young are still with the small kids, and I'm like, let's go,
Yeah,
like freedom.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm waiting for my friends, I guess, to catch up to me. There is something to be said about being done and not still raising babies, in my 40s, 50s, etc.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, like looking back, I think I probably would have been a better mom had I waited until I had it together, because I was a single mom at a young age, so.
Yeah, but I think we give our kids exactly what they need. And obviously you did a really good job with your daughter.
I mean, I did the best I could. And my therapist, I spent some time in therapy in my 20s, he said, because I was always so concerned I was going to just break her and mess her up. And he's like, look, kids don't need a perfect parent. They just need a good enough parent. And that really just freed me up from the pressure of trying to, I guess, be perfect. That's so pretty, by the way. That looks really good.
Thank you. Can't stop, won't stop today.
Yeah, Kristana says she's one of the people that have had kids later. Yeah, I mean, now I was lucky. I still was out, in the clubs, doing my thing. And my 20s were a lot of fun. So I don't feel like I missed out on anything, at least, but.
Yeah. No, I mean, to each their own. That's the way I found it to be. But it is lonely too, because I didn't really have friends to hang out with then. And then all the other moms were older, right? All the other moms were in their 30s, and I was like 21. So it did have that too. And now all of my friends that are my age have kids, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the water park. I want to stay home and work.
Right. I'm so terrible too, because they're like, come to my baby shower. I'm like, I don't want to go put ketchup in a diaper and touch your stomach. I'm good. Miss me with that. I'll be at happy hour.
Yeah. Yes. Is there a bar close
yes.
by? Yeah, I hear you.
So all right. Nature, I just have to bring this up. Nature has 8 kids, 3 girls, 5 boys. Oh my gosh, Nature, 8 kids. Zoe is
That's
on.
A lot of kids.
Zoe is a member of my church. Hey, Zoe. Zoe says I have 10 brothers. Zoe comes from her parents. How many kids are in your family? 13 or 14 kids. And let me tell you something. I have never seen a group of well-behaved kids. Why are these 13 or 14 kids so well-behaved compared to some people in their one? Their mom, Cassie, keeps them in line. I'm like, you go, girl.
Wow.
But yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no way.
No. But I think too, the bigger families, they raise one right, and then they give that responsibility of there's a trickle down effect. It's like even with my kids, when you they pick up each other's habits. So as long as you get some really good habits with that first one and that second one, they usually trickle down pretty well too. I mean, it has a lot to do with the parents, but I feel like they pick up each other's habits.
That's a good point. Kristana has a good point. Do any of us even know what we're doing? No, not really.
Shoot, no.
Yeah. No. Not really. Ashley Polk says, first kid at 25, fourth kid at 35. Hard no matter the age. Yeah. I just couldn't imagine. So when we rescued that kitten, well, gosh, that's been almost a year now. But when we rescued the kitten, she was a week old and she had to get up, or we had to be up I mean, my daughter, I wasn't doing it, but every 2 hours to feed the kitten and give her a bottle, at a week old, you have to, or they'll die. And there's just no way. I'd rather be, I'm not wanting to be a grandmother yet, but you know what I mean? There's just something about, I don't want any more kids. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, I did so my best friend Zaritza just had a baby, and she actually had a baby on, this is how crazy my age difference is with my friends. She just had a baby the same day that my niece had a baby. So like think about that. And and I enjoy when they come over for like a couple hours, and I really enjoy it when they go home and I go sit in my hot tub with my glass of wine, and then I go to sleep in my bed by myself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I
there's
hear
something
ya.
about that too. Like, come visit me, girl, and go home.
Yep, send them away.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is 11:04 my time. So was that 1:04 your time?
Here.
So I did say I'd pick up a piece of furniture. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. This was fun. Just painting and
fun.
chatting,
Thank you, guys.
And you guys were engaging and letting us know what's going on in your house as far as how many kids you have, and obviously you've all survived because you're here.
You're here.
I love my baby, I really do, but I was one and done. I was like, "Oop, nope, this is not for me."
It takes all kinds.
Yes, it really does. So anyways, do you want to carry us out, Leah? By the way, your table looks phenomenal. Can we all just
thank you? I love Leah's your buffet table too. I love your buffet. It really does remind me of what we did together. But anyway, guys, we'll be back. It does. It does. We'll be back next Wednesday, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And we'll be here. Any topics you have, shoot us an email at beyondthebrushlive@gmail.com. If that's too much for you to do, shoot it in the comments or send us a message. We're happy to bring you guys what you want to see or hear or whatever it might be. So, all right, guys, see you next week. Bye, Bianca.
Bye.